Hi, we're here with the two directors of Wanyoo. We've just got a couple of questions to ask on the recent opening of Wanyoo UK. So what was it that sort of inspired you to move to Europe and more specifically within London? Was there like a market that you saw there, more so than anywhere else within Europe?
Yeah. First thing is I have been stay in London like 8 years. I was a child. My parents sent me to here. So first thing I think is I was grown up with London, so I know everything about UK, and I was playing the professional games when I was university, and so when I talk to Wanyoo China, so I will think about I will open Wanyoo in London, cause like in London I think London is the head of the Europe. They got many overseas students or overseas people come here for work, for study, for play. They just like just like me. So we want to find a place like home. So I just giving a place for all the players who want to play the games together and make a friend. So get the communication. That's why I built Wanyoo in London, in central London. Yeah. So that's why.
Yeah, so as you know, there's like a UK esports scene, and compared to other regions and other countries as well, it's probably still up and coming. It's not as prevalent as in Asia or North America. So do you feel like opening Wanyoo and then potentially further expanding in the UK would help the actual overall scene grow? And do you even have plans to potentially open more stores within the UK, maybe other cities, and not just London?
Yeah. About my 5-year plan, I think next year I will open 2 shops. First, one in Coventry, one in Manchester, and after that, I will try to open more shops in London, central London. I mean, Liverpool Street is a very nice place. They got many students and universities, and after I think in London, I will open 3 shops in London. Also, the other shops will be Manchester, Coventry, Glasgow, and Brighton, like that. So yeah, I think the 5-year plan is I will open 10 shops in UK. Yeah, I can get like a just like a small World Cup. Yeah, so I can get every branch is middle of Britain and bottom of Britain, like that. So yeah, should be fine.
Thank you. Moving from Asia, because you said it's the biggest sort of gaming cafe company within Asia, was there any sort of challenges that you'd sort of expected to face when moving into Europe overall? Sort of maybe like in expansion, how it would take off? Is there any sort of challenges you've already faced as you've moved to the UK?
Yeah, move to, in China, in Asia, in Asia, everyone know what is Wanyoo. And cause like Wanyoo is start at 1998. So that means when I was young, my parents play game in Wanyoo. That is very interesting game. Yeah, that is a very interesting point. And when I opened the first shop in London, I send the social media many photos like that. So they just said, wow, what is that? So that means the people here, they don't know what is Wanyoo. They just know internet coffee. The coffee means, just a few computers. Maybe the machine is just normal machine and sending emails and nothing else. So, but Wanyoo is a place for people communicate, for people who want to play the professional games and who want to touch to the highest like club, just like IG or Fnatic or 4am. So that's why I opened Wanyoo in London, and I needed to prove to the local person what is Wanyoo.
Yeah. I think overall from us, as we're a local organisation, so we are London Esports, so we are based very locally. So I think when you opening up in the UK, especially in the London area, is very exciting for us because we have sort of challenges in the UK where there's not a lot of resources for us. So for example, like with Dom hiding over there in the back, our Counter-Strike team, we was actually trying to find like boot camp locations, and where there's not so many of these in the UK, it's a bit harder to do. So it seems to be in more like just rented houses. Would you find that you'll be opening your doors to more organisations like us, for places where we can station our players to get some practice time in for bigger tournaments?
Yes, of course. Have you saw that room here? The 6-person rooms, and it's a training room. ID is already booked.
Yeah.
Yes. So we are doing the things, we are doing the business just like you said. Yeah. So we are very happy to other company or other professional teams come here for training, for doing anything they want. So I will give it the professional place and comfortable and the service. Just touch the button and tell the waiter everything you want, and we will give it to you. We want the professional teams come here to do the professional things.
Yeah.
They don't need to think about, wow, rent a house. No way. They don't need to think about, I'm hungry, I need to order some food. They just need to focus on game, focus on business. They just need to tell us what they want. Yeah, that's that.
Lovely, thank you very much. And just before we do sign off, just a bit more of a fun question for you. What are your favourite games that you're playing at the minute that you'll be playing on these PCs?
So I'm looking the old man, right? Okay, I'm younger, and now I like something LOL. League of Legends, because in China, I will always want you store. And, you can see that you open the store. Okay, everything on the page like this. Yes. So also saying, only say sorry about that. Want you later to London. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.